going on, guys? Welcome to Beard and FRIENDz, episode 125. Now, I'm going to talk about past, what-ifs, and regrets. Now, what does it all have to mean to you, to us, to everybody? It doesn't have to mean anything, but it does, whether you know it or not. So let's go ahead and get started. First, like I always tell anybody and everybody watching, because I've got a lot of new followers this week and this past month, listen, if you're new to the game, it's your first time watching this, listen, write me, talk to me. Some of you already have, and I will not reveal your name, but you have, unless you tell me that it's all right to tell your story or share your story with no name or name. You talk to me. But listen, it will pass. It will pass. Whatever you're going through, whatever trials and tribulations that you think you got are down, and you think you're in the bottomless of the bottomless pit right now, let me tell you something. And I mean it. It will pass, and you are strong, you are somebody, and you are loved, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you. I don't have to know you to say, I love you. There you go, one person. Nobody loves me. I love you. Now, understood as well, if you're somebody that I don't get along with, or that somebody else doesn't get along with in that sense, then I'm done with you. Then leave me alone. That makes me happy too. Okay? We're throwing that out there in there anyway. Your life is good. This life would suck without you. So remember, anybody watching, write me, call me, let me know something, talk to me, or don't do any of it. Whatever. Just hear the message today and what I have to give. All right, let's get right into it. Let's talk about your past. And that's plural. Because I believe when it comes to your past, we have many past. I'm serious. We could take, for instance, well, if you're married, you probably had a life before that wife. If you progressed in any shape, form, or fashion in anything, not just relationships, and you were here and now you're here, no matter what it is, you are probably progressed and you have a past behind you. But what I find more important is when it comes to our past, did you learn from it? Did it shape you? Did it make you into somebody that you didn't want to be? Were you somebody you didn't want to be in the past? And like me, you don't care to talk about it. You will all day tell somebody where you're from, how you got there, where you're at. And you know what's more important is where you're at. And that's what people, you can always make a future. Your past is behind you. There's a reason you're not there. I had somebody one time say that's so cheesy when somebody says, take the mirror off, you're not there. Motherfucker, I said that. I don't ever know who said that. But I just know, for me, when I think of the future and the present and the past, I think of like a car. We're in it and we're moving, right? We're moving. I'm going to my destination, my future. Behind me in that rear view, I see what I'm leaving, right? That's the past. And you are the present moving. Maybe I think too much, but that's what I do. That's what I think. When I think about my past, I think of so many things that I'm not gonna, dog or say that I hated, but I wouldn't have done things different. When I think of my past, I learned from it. I learned what not to do, what not to become, what not to grow up to, what not to grow up to be, what not to do when you got older. And I'm struggling on some things. But a lot of things that I've seen and I was around growing up, I'm not around anymore. I don't have to be around. I'm an adult and I made my own choice, as you can today. I'm serious. Some of you are rolling your eyes going, look at him. What does he know? I know what I went through might help somebody, and I'm not afraid to tell my story, because to somebody else, they see success. They see inspiration. I'm serious. You don't have to like anything I'm saying tonight. You don't have to like any of it, but I promise you, we all have a past. We have past, as I was saying, plural. And with your multiple pasts, did that make or break you? You answer that question. I don't want to know this, but did it make you? Did it break you? Did it mold you? Did it cave you? I mean, I'm just saying. kind of takes me on to the next topic, what ifs. Because they kind of tie together. What if your past defined you today? Is that accurate? What if the things you did negative were only shown today? What if, see where I'm going with this? All the things that you know, all the things that you hated might have just played a factor. What if only certain things? Well, I hate to tell you, that's not at all true. Now, you can say, well, what I did determine what I did and what it... No, I meant what if certain things. And I'm not going to get deep in that. You pick that certain thing. But instead, I'm going to tell you this. Your what ifs were just that. What if there was no meaning to them? What if, and in my belief, in my show, I think there was things have many a meaning. What if everything you've done in your life led you to the point of right now sitting down watching this right this very second? For what reason, you might ask? And maybe you're going to get something out of it. Maybe it's going to, spark something in your head that goes, hey, he's right. Or maybe I'm just going to say something stupid. I don't know. But what if it changed you? The reason it ties into your past is because I can remember my past, and in some situation, to interject this, to some situation I had said, well, what if I do this and this doesn't do this for my future? What if I do this and it, whatever it might have been. Whatever your past may be full of. And I can name things, but everybody's different. What if all of that set you up to where you need to be? What if these things were all like a domino effect, kind of like backwards? I don't know if that makes sense, like stair stepping, I guess. Not really dominoes then. Maybe, what if, just maybe, all that molded you? You ever think of things like that? I do. Maybe I'm losing some people. Maybe I'm not making sense of some. But I often think that those what-if moments could make or break you, just like your past. All the past could make you or break you. Did you learn from these? Is what's more important? That's the big question to all this. Which kind of brings me to my next topic. Which, here we are again. Regrets. Me. I almost want to tell you that I don't regret anything I've done. Because at one time, as I've told my wife, no matter who says what to you or what or who or how it gets into your head or you're burnt or in your head that you I don't believe, as for me, I don't regret anything because at one time it's something I wanted. You know what I'm saying? At some time in your life, that's what you wanted. Regretting things, I think, is a harsh thing to do to your mind. But instead, I regret the people that I spent and gave wrong energy and wrong time and wrong love to. I regret those situations. I regret being in situations expressing fake love and fake energy, and then I regret people using me. I regret letting them in. My heart, my mind, my soul. I regret not standing up for myself sooner. I regret things like all my, once again, time given to somebody who ruined it, took it from me, wasted it. We all know what wasted time is. Sometimes it can be good if it's wasted time that's beneficial. Wasted time, relaxation. Air bunnies. I think that when it comes down to regret, there's so many things that people can jump the gun with and probably say. But I will always stand behind that. The point being, don't regret anything. Because at one time, you wanted that. And that's how I think these things tie together. Your past, your what-ifs, and your regrets. Is your past full of regrets? Is it full of what-ifs? Did it become a dream? Are you living the dream that you wanted? Is it beneficial? Did you learn from your past? Did you learn from these what-if moments? Did you learn about regret? Now, I say this like, listen to me, did you learn? It's not, I'm asking that, but I meant this is from my experience. I'm not special, obviously. But I think that when you get all these, if you could take your past and your what-ifs and your regrets, and you could put them all in one room, see, right there makes you like, what? Exactly. If you could put them all in one place, could you have a list of them? Do you have them? Would they grow? Do you have, things in your past? Like I'm sure we all do. But did you learn from it? Your what-ifs, did you learn from it? Did I learn from the regrets? I've started kind of with the regrets in my life. I regret, once again, spending that time that I can't get back. That's what I regret. I can't say that I was dumb, we all can say we're dumb and young and, and we're, I call it naive. You don't know, you don't know. And I think that's deep. Some people haven't experienced something, to have that awakening of, oh, I didn't know. And really, who does? What I do know is when it comes to people, they'll surprise the hell out of you in many more ways than you think, even if it's for the bad. I don't think they would. Oh, they did. Oh, I don't think they did. Or they do. I don't think they are. They might be. So with that being said, when people surprise the hell out of you, I don't want to do things in those moments of regret and what ifs and that was a past that I can't relive. And what if moment? What if I did things different? Oh, I regret not doing. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody's different. People will let you down. So don't. It's hard to explain because I'm not walking a perfect life. I'm not trying to. I don't want to. I'm not afraid to tell you I'm a God-loving man. I love my family. And I love life. Most people might say I'm a God-fearing man. Why do you fear God? I don't fear him. I would fear what he would do. But see, that's another thing. Kind of ties in my past. I had, found religion. My what-ifs was turned out to be my wants. And my regrets were spending the wrong time with the wrong people and not finding Christ quicker. I guess I found him when I needed to. And I say all this because I'm not perfect. I'm just telling you my little story here. We all got one. We all come from somewhere. And I'm no better than anybody else. And you're no better than nobody else, no matter what you think. I told you what you think you know and you know you think are two different things. I've said that before. But tonight's show was, about your past. I feel like a broken record, but nonetheless, your what-ifs and your regrets. I could talk all night and make a list all night long of these categories. I'm just choosing to sum it up the best way I can. And just give my experiences. There comes a time in the show where I have to get out of here. And that time is now. So those 3 words that I say every night. Well, I say them every night. You read them every night. You might, I don't know, here at my home we do, but we say them every Friday. What is that? What are those 3? Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys, and thanks for watching.
Presentations.